Hi everyone, in this video I'll be talking about how an Instagram conversation led to a major fashion brand, Dolce and Gabbana, losing millions of dollars. Now some of you may have seen from recent social media news calling for the boycott of Dolce and Gabbana's products. Now I'll just give you a very brief summary of what had happened in this video. Dolce and Gabbana is a major international fashion brand. They went to Shanghai, China because they were hosting this extravagant major fashion show. Now, this fashion show was supposed to showcase 500 looks, and they had employed a lot of models, invited a lot of Chinese celebrities, and this was supposed to be their grand entrance into the Chinese luxury market. Now, leading up to this event, Dolce & Gabbana had uploaded several promotional videos to create excitement, to drive a lot of curiosity and anticipation about this brand in China. Now they uploaded these videos to Instagram and also to Weibo. Now Weibo is a Chinese social media app. Now the problem started with these promotional ads, and I'll show you the first ad. The first ad is about a Chinese model dressed beautifully in Dolce & Gabbana, eating pizza with chopsticks. Now, as I say this sentence, I know it sounds crazy, it just sounds completely weird, and what were they thinking, right? But never mind, I'll show you this promotional video and you can judge it for yourself.
玛格丽特披萨饼，欢迎收看 Dolce and Gabbana 起快吃饭第1集。今天我们首先要向大家展示如何用这种小棍子形状的餐具来吃我们伟大的传统玛格丽特披萨饼。你们是不是一手拿一根，像小刀一样切一块披萨饼呢？不是这样。对，这样就对了。所以就是像钳子一样夹住一块披萨饼，直接送进嘴里。哦，别让奶酪滴下来。Bravissimo！
Now you watch the video, you probably might be thinking, what was Dolce & Gabbana thinking? Who was the person that was responsible for this ad idea? And how were they so silly to completely make such a cultural insensitive ad over chopsticks? Now, as you may know, chopsticks is a central part of Chinese culture. And the ad itself is completely wrong on so many accounts. Now, this wasn't the only problem. There were basically 2 other videos of the same girl trying to eat Italian food using chopsticks. Now, this sounds like a train wreck about to happen. But in any case, I'll show you the second and third video and let you make your judgment.
意式香炸甜卷儿，欢迎收看 Dolce and Gabbana 起快吃饭第2集。今天我们要吃的是传统的西西里香炸甜卷儿。终于有一个尺寸不那么让人手足无措的食物了，这是不是太夸张了？来，拿起筷子，在手里整理成钳子的形状，夹起一根甜卷儿。对你们来说还是太大了吗？你们还可以把一根筷子插进甜卷里面，像这样吃，这会让你感觉自己身在意大利，不过你是在中国。Bravissimo！番茄酱意面，欢迎收看 Dolce and Gabbana 起快吃饭第3集。来到最后1集，让我们挑战传统的番茄酱意面。尽管你可能以为跟吃中国面条差不多，实际上吃的方式还是大有不同，没那么简单。试试看，把筷子插入面条，夹起它，对，夹起它，然后卷起来。能成功吃起来的人将会得高分。Bravissimo！ 啊，你的手链真是太漂亮了。
Now that you've seen the second and third video, I guess you may be thinking, what was Dolce & Gabbana thinking? Who came up with this brilliant idea of a completely culturally insensitive ad showing this Chinese girl struggling to eat Western food with chopsticks? Now, this was the start of the major problem that caused Dolce and Gabbana to lose millions of dollars. Now, as there was now this video has been uploaded on Weibo, and there was so much of response and reactions from the China market that that the fashion writer had sent a message to Stefano Gabbana. Now, Stefano Gabbana is one half of the Dolce and Gabbana brand, and he's a fashion designer for this particular brand. So she sent him this, message saying, "Do you think your promotional videos were respectful and culturally sensitive? Don't you feel your videos are a little bit culturally insensitive?" And he protested, saying no, saying that these videos are not racist. And he said that why would Dolce and Gabbana come to China and show you a racist promotional video? He argued with this person, and he basically said that if the Chinese market feel very sensitive and offended because of this promotional ad, it's basically their fault. He tried to say that if they feel this way about this promotional video, it's not his fault, it's not his brand's fault, it's their fault. He then kept on arguing with this person basically on Instagram until he said a bunch of racist things about how Chinese people eat dogs, and he insulted China by using poop emojis. And he insulted the Chinese people as well. Now, he was thinking in his head that this person that he's talking to on Instagram was probably nobody, right? That's why he was so he uttered a lot of things and argued with this person. However, this wasn't the end of the story. This person who he argued with had screenshotted the entire conversation, had uploaded it on her Instagram account, and also sent this conversation screenshots to this Instagram account called Diet Prada. Now, Diet Prada is a Instagram account which is a social media watchdog of the fashion industry. So what they do is they basically take posts related to the fashion industry and post it up on their Instagram account. Now, their Instagram account had a lot more followers than this particular person, and basically that's how this story broke the internet. Now, responses of this story also ended up going back on Weibo, and this was the trending story on Weibo. As you can imagine, this was not good for Dolce & Gabbana. This was a PR disaster, social media disaster for Dolce & Gabbana. And based on this entire conversations that's been uploaded, there was so much of anger, and also Dolce & Gabbana's show was cancelled hours before it was supposed to go live. And as you can see in this photo, basically the models that were backstage and they were supposed to go on the stage for the Dolce & Gabbana's fashion show, basically they boycotted the show. All the celebrities that were invited to the show, the moment they heard news of this and they saw the screenshots, they basically boycotted the show. In short, this extravaganza show that was supposed to be the Dolce & Gabbana's grand entry into the China luxury market was basically cancelled. Now, this social media disaster became worse when Stefano basically uploaded a screenshot saying "not me," saying that his Instagram account got hacked, this conversation was not his, and he was basically innocent. Now, that wasn't the only problem as well. Dolce & Gabbana also issued a statement via Instagram saying that their Instagram account also got hacked, Stefano Gabbana's Instagram got hacked. They were basically, they were innocent, and saying that their legal team was trying to fix the issue as well. But obviously, they were using the old trick in the social media disaster book, which says that if you get caught, basically just say your Instagram account or whatever social media account got hacked, and pray that everybody will just buy your reasoning, and slowly things will die down. But that wasn't the case. As you can imagine, on Weibo itself, everybody was so angry at this response, and they felt like they were not taking accountability of their personal actions, and they were just trying to blame it off as somebody hacking into their social media accounts. So on and on, this social media frenzy went on, and Dolce & Gabbana had released another statement saying that they were so sorry, this grand fashion show was supposed to be the entry to China, and how they love Chinese culture and how they love China and things like that. This didn't sit well with the audience, as you can imagine, and Stefano Gabbana and Dolce and Gabbana was forced to make a formal apology via video and upload it on Weibo. Now, this wasn't enough for the audience that had been so angry on social media. They accused Dolce and Gabbana for being insincere, because in the video itself, they said that there was no mention of Stefano Gabbana's previous claim that his social media account got hacked, and it felt like a very insincere apology. And it also felt like they were putting up this apology video just to calm everybody down, because the anger on social media had gotten to the point where it was so bad. I'll let you watch the apology video, and so you can make the judgment for yourself.
Questi giorni abbiamo ripensato moltissimo, con grande dispiacere, a tutto quello che ci è successo e quello che abbiamo causato nel vostro paese, e ci scusiamo moltissimo. Le nostre famiglie ci hanno sempre insegnato a rispettare le varie culture di tutto il mondo, e per questo vogliamo chiedervi scusa se abbiamo commesso degli errori nell'interpretare la vostra.
Vogliamo anche chiedere scusa a tutti i cinesi nel mondo, perché ce ne sono molti, e prendiamo molto seriamente questa scusa e questo messaggio.
Ci siamo sempre stati molto innamorati della Cina, l'abbiamo visitata, abbiamo visitato moltissime città, amiamo la vostra cultura e certamente abbiamo ancora molto da imparare. Per questo ci scusiamo se abbiamo sbagliato nel nostro modo di esprimerci.
Faremo tesoro di questa esperienza e sicuramente non succederà mai più, anzi proveremo a fare di meglio e rispetteremo la cultura cinese in tutto e per tutto. Dal profondo del nostro cuore gli chiediamo scusa. Dui buci.
So basically, now the entire China market has basically decided to boycott Dolce and Gabbana. They will not wear Dolce and Gabbana's clothing. Stores around China itself have removed Dolce and Gabbana's products from their stores. Some policemen were even stationed outside Dolce and Gabbana stores because they were so afraid that people ended up vandalizing their stores. Online retailers have decided to pull out Dolce and Gabbana's products from their stores. Now, the worst situation is that it is estimated that Dolce and Gabbana's profits have been badly affected, and China has accounted for 30% of Dolce and Gabbana's profits. And because of this situation, now the Chinese market will not buy, consume, or support Dolce and Gabbana anymore. The other Asian consumers as well have felt very strongly about this entire social media disaster, and they themselves have refused to buy, support, or wear Dolce and Gabbana's clothing anymore. Now, what can we learn from this particular incident? Now, as someone who works in digital marketing, I have learned a few things from this particular incident, and I would like to share with you. When it comes to brands and companies that want to penetrate a new market in a country they're not familiar with, they have to do research and their homework and understand their consumers. They have to make extra effort to understand what are things that are culturally sensitive towards their target market, so they don't make the same mistakes that Dolce and Gabbana made. They also have to remember, let's say if their promotional video or their content or whatever it is that they're trying to reach to their target market doesn't work, and the audience doesn't like what they're doing, they have to engage in respectful two-way conversations with their target audience and figure out what is it that their target audience doesn't like. And it's also very important to realize that what you say or do on social media can be used against you. So it is more important to have a respectful two-way conversation. Try to understand what is your target audience not happy about, so that you can work to fix those issues. Now, the third lesson that I learned from this entire social media situation is that everybody has a voice with social media, and we should treat people equally with respect and dignity. Now, Stefano Gabbano might have thought in this case that, the person he was talking to probably didn't have a lot of followers, probably wasn't that powerful in the fashion industry, but he forgot that, conversations on social media can be screenshot and can be uploaded and can be shared. So probably he wasn't thinking when he was, probably wasn't thinking and started just spewing all sorts of things in this conversation with this person. It is important to remember that everybody has a voice with social media, and we should be respectful. And we should be respectful when we're having conversations with people, although we may have different points of view. Now, companies and brands may be very scared after this incident, saying that maybe they are very hesitant to be more active in social media. My viewpoint is this: I feel that as long as companies and brands are making effort and being very conscientious in how they interact with their consumers, how they are making an effort to understand their consumers better, then social media isn't really a bad thing to be active in. It's just important for us to understand that people don't want to associate themselves with companies or brands that don't care about them, that disrespects them, that only thinks of them as just people to get money from. As long as companies and brands make effort to get to know their consumers and their target market, and also are authentic when it comes to in their interaction, social media is a great way to just have two-way conversation between brands, companies, and also their target market. I'm really curious to hear what are your thoughts on this entire situation. What do you think that Dolce and Gabbana could have done better at? And what are your experiences when it comes to social media management?